Hello friends, today we will discuss about 6 miracles of Mahavatar Babaji. These 6 miracles are taken from the book Autobiography of Yogi and Purana Purusha. In the first story, we will discuss about the meeting of Shamacharan Lahari Mahasaya and Mahavatar Babaji. In the month of November 1868, Shamacharan Lahari Mahasayaji received an order for his transfer to Ranikhet, which is located in the Himalayas in the northern India. Shamacharanji set out for the Ranikhet on November 27 of 1868. One day, Sri Shamacharanji was accompanied by the armed guards and carrying official cash with him. But all of a sudden, he heard someone calling him by his name. Shamacharanji suddenly turned his head towards the mountain top and he found a sannyasin calling at him. The sannyasin hurriedly came down and stood in front of Shamacharan and said to him, "Do not be afraid. I knew that you would come by this path. I have been awaiting you. Complete your office task as early as possible and come to my hermitage. I shall wait for you." Saying this, the sannyasin pointed out to his abode on the hill and then departed. That day, Shamacharanji completed his office work as early as possible and returned to his tent, and he was thinking whether he should visit the sannyasin or not. But being a religious minded person, his desire to meet the sannyasin became intense, and thus he set out. Traveling a long distance, Sri Shamacharanji became exhausted and he was wondering whether he had went in a wrong direction. Sri Shamacharanji seated himself on a rock and took some rest. Suddenly he heard the same familiar voice calling him, "Shamacharan, come here." He heard the same sannyasin standing on a mountain peak and calling him. After reaching the sannyasin asked, "Shamacharan, can't you recognize me? Can you recollect you having come here before?" The sannyasin pointed out at the tiger skin and an ascetic bowl in the cave. The sannyasin again told him, "Can't you recognize these also?" For which Shamacharan replied, "I have never come here before, so I cannot recognize them. They must belong to someone else." The sannyasin replied that it is all the play of Maya that had made him to forget everything. The sannyasin touched Shamacharanji gently, and an electric current traversed throughout his body, and this caused him to recollect his previous life of sadhana. Then Sri Shamacharanji understood that this great sannyasin was none other than his guru in his previous birth. The sannyasin even said that, "You have practiced sadhana in your previous birth here. This tiger skin, ascetic bowel, all belong to you. I have preserved them with utmost care. Your life ended here while practicing sadhana. After that, you were born as Gaur Mohan's son in the village of Gurni. Since then, I have been observing all your aspects. It is me who has arranged for your transfer in this hilly region so that I can initiate you into yoga. I have been waiting for you here since last 40 years." After this, the great sannyasin initiated Sri Shamacharan Lahari Masayaji into Kriya Yoga, after which he became engrossed into the state of Samadhi. The second miracle is also related to Sri Shamacharan Lahari Mahasaya, but this happened later when Shamacharanji stayed at Moradabad. One day there was a discussion happening among the friends that these days it is extremely rare to find a sadhu with supernatural powers, for which Shamacharanji replied that it is false. Such Mahapurushas do exist even these days. If at all you are eager to see such Mahapurusha, I can bring him here through the power of yoga. This raised curiosity among their friends, and their friends started requesting and persuading Sri Shamacharanji in order to have the darshan of such Mahapurusha. Shamacharanji agreed for the request, but requested for a solitary room with all its doors and windows closed. Shamacharanji recalled the promise made by his guru Babaji that he would answer to the call of Sri Shamacharanji. He entered the room and sat in a yogic posture and started worshipping the feet of his master. In a short while, Babaji appeared in front of him and stated, "Shamacharan, I was promise bound to you to answer your call, therefore I have come. But it has been improper of you to call me for mere fun." Shamacharanji realized his mistake and kept silent. In a firm voice, Mahavatar Babaji continued saying, "In the future, whenever you remember me, you will not be able to meet me. But whenever you have the necessity, I shall come on my own accord." But begging apology, Shamacharanji replied, "My objective was to instill faith in the minds of unfaithfuls." With a bowed head, Sri Shamacharanji appealed, "When You have kindly appeared. I pray to you to gratify all by showing your presence. Mahavatar Babaji accepted his prayer and asked Shamacharan to open the door. The friends who had been waiting outside entered the room, viewed him, and paid their respect and were eventually blessed. The next miracle is also related to Lahari Masayaji and Mahavatar Babaji. Babaji created a vast palace of dazzling gold with diamonds, pearls, sapphires, emeralds embedded in it with great luster just to extinguish the subconscious desire of Lahari Mahasayaji. Then Babaji stretched out his hand. A homa, which is a sacrificial fire, appeared, which was surrounded by fruits and flowers. Sri Shamacharan Lahari Mahasayaji received the liberating yogic technique before this flaming altar. When Lahari Mahasayaji was feeling hungry, Babaji ordered him to close his eyes. When he reopened them, he found that the entire palace, including its garden, completely disappeared, and he himself, along with the Babaji and all his disciples, were now seated on the bare ground on the exact site of the vanished palace. Babaji replied that the purpose for which the palace was created has now been served. Babaji then lifted an earthen vessel from the ground and ordered Lahari Masayaji to put his hand in that and receive whatever food he desired. As soon as he touched the empty bowl, it became heaped with all the food that he wanted. After he ate, when he was feeling thirsty, Babaji pointed to the bowl and the food has vanished and water has taken its place, as clear as from a mountain stream. The fourth story is of Mahavatar Babaji, told by Swami Kebalananda. One night, Mahavatar Babaji and his disciples, including Sri Lahari Mahasayaji, were sitting around a huge fire which was blazed for sacred Vedic ceremony. All of a sudden, Babaji took hold of a burning log and lightly struck the bare shoulder of one of the disciples who was sitting close to the fire. Lahari Mahasaya exclaimed, "Sir, how cruel it is!" But Babaji replied, "You would have rather seen him burned to ashes before your eyes due to misdeed of his past karma." Saying this, Babaji has placed his healing hand on his disciple's disfigured shoulder and claimed, "I have freed you tonight from a painful death. The karmic law has been satisfied through your slight suffering by the fire." Now we will discuss about the fifth miracle of Mahavatar Babaji. On one occasion, Babaji's sacred circle was disturbed due to a stranger. He somehow could reach the inaccessible region of the camp of the Babaji. He claimed, "Sir, you must be the great Babaji. For many months I have been searching for you. I request you to accept me as a disciple." Seeing no response from Mahavatar Babaji, the man said, "If you refuse me, I will jump from this mountain because my life has no further value. If at all I cannot win your guidance to the realization." Babaji replied, "Jump then, because I cannot accept you in your present state of development." Man immediately jumped from the mountain. Babaji instructed his disciples to fetch the stranger's body. When they brought the stranger's body back, the master placed his divine hand on the dead man. Immediately, he opened his eyes and fell at the feet of the master. Babaji replied, "Now you are ready for the disciplehood. You have passed my examination. Death shall not touch you again. You will be one among our immortal flock." Now, the sixth miracle of Mahavatar Babaji is related to Paramahamsa Yoganandaji. Hearing the knocking of the door, when Paramahamsa Yoganandaji opened the door, he saw a young renunciate. He thought to himself that he must be Babaji. He read his thought and said, "Yes, I am Babaji. Our Heavenly Father has heard your prayer. He commands me to tell you to follow the order of your master and go to America, and not to fear, as you will be protected." After a pause, Babaji replied that you are the one that I have chosen to spread the message of Kriya Yoga to the West. Long, long ago, I met your master, Yukteswari Guruji, at Kumbh Mela. I told him then that I would send you to him for training. Hearing this, Paramahamsa Yoganandaji was speechless and choked with devotion. He was deeply touched when he realized that it was none other than Mahavatar Babaji who has guided him to Sri Yukteswar Giriji. Babaji then revealed many things about his life and even gave some personal instructions and even uttered few secret prophecies. Then Babaji said that Kriya Yoga is a scientific technique of God realization which will ultimately spread in all lands and help in harmonizing all the nations through man's personal transcendental perception of the infinite God. When Babaji was walking towards the door, Babaji said, "Do not try to follow me, and you will not be able to do so." But when Paramahamsa Yoganandaji cried repeatedly, "Take me with you," Babaji, looking back, replied, "Not now, some other time." So, friends, these are the 6 miracles of Mahavatar Babaji extracted from the books Autobiography of Yogi and Purana Purusha.